Hello, bud. I literally, he was sitting on his little cushion over there, and all I said was, Kizzy, hello, baby. And he just comes over and purrs. Don't you, darling? My little smasher he is. I'm like, still very sorry for myself today. I'm still running a fever. I'm running a fever on various protocols. I am. I'm still fucking ill. I had to cancel my support work session because I wanted to infect her with my fucking disgusting snot-ridden filth. That's why. But it doesn't matter as much with you, does it? Because I think I fucking caught it off you because he's been sneezing a lot. But if he feels as ill as Daddy does, he's not complaining, are you? Are you cold? You want to get in the bed? There is a space under there that you can get in because you're banging the way. Come on. Come on, get in there. And he's in. There we go. Yeah. Fucking hell. Today's just a write-off. It has to be, like, literally. I went to the chemist. I ran out of meds last night. Fuck me, did I not sleep. I really didn't sleep. Like, as soon as I put the light out, it was just fucking tossing and turning and all that. And I think I got like, it was probably 20 minutes sleep, but I woke up, dying for a wee, went for a wee, looked at my watch, 12:30. Oh, fuck off. And I didn't sleep from then. It's just, I was tossing, and I don't mean masturbation, and turning. Tossing and turning, it's hilarious, isn't it? I wank to the left and I wank to the right. You right, mate? And now look, I'd put this pillow down for you because this is where you like to sit. I've horizontalized it for you. Now, would you please just fucking plot the fuck up? I was really sad last night. Maybe it's just the illness that brings it out of me. I don't know. But yeah, I have noticed on quite a few of my. I like this. I like being the French person with Gizmo's tail. I want to do it in French. Can you give me your tail, please? Okay, thank you. I was smashing a lot of the videos yesterday because I found that they helped me. Fucking. Oh my god. Can we cut this bit off without hurting you? I might need it. Oh. Bless him. No, I was really sad. But that's what it is, mate. That's the sort of shit that people tell you not to say. That's what I put when I shared it. It's like, live your fucking truth. Live it. If it's shit, it's shit. You all keep saying it's okay not to be okay, right? Then let us not be okay, because you really contradict yourselves. Do you know that? Because every time someone says they're not okay, you start telling them that it's their perception. You really do. And you're probably the same people that are saying it's okay not to be okay. Not all of you. Not all of you. Anyway, the maxim is incorrect. It shouldn't exist. I want it killed. I want it shot and removed. There are many quasi-helpful, actually toxic society's automatic responses, SARs, out there. And one of them is again, it's a paradigm. You see someone upset and you instantly calculate where they're at emotionally, what they're choosing to feel, and all they need is for you to step in and tell them their emotions don't exist. And then get indignant when it doesn't make them better. That is you lot in a fucking nutshell. And then you will go, it's okay not to be okay. If you're suffering, it's okay, you can tell me. So then I'll tell you, and you tell me I'm not suffering. You do. And again, I have to keep saying, I'm not talking about my friends. I'm talking about many fucking people. Many typical society fucking dullards. I love that word, you fucking dullard. You dullard. But then that's like, that's kind of what I battle with paranoically as well. That's why I don't want to open up to people, because there's just such a risk of them going, nah, 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 nah. And I'll stop listening by then because I hear the tone of voice. Literally, you lot could communicate to each other just by saying the words tone of voice. Tone of voice, 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 tone of voice. And you probably know pretty much what I was saying there. I do. Ditch the English language. A lot of you can't even speak it properly. I am such a grammar. I don't like saying the grammar N word, really. Did you see that one on what they called? What they fucking called them two posh geezers that did the two chav British airmen. Like, I as well hard. Too. And they did the grammar Nazi. It's like, no, that is a dangling participle. That was funny. But yeah, I am a bit of a grammar Nazi. I used to be. It's actually, did you know that if you are a grammar Nazi, you hate yourself? Do you know that? Do you know if you criticise people all the time, you hate yourself? Do you know that? If you're always spending your time questioning the morals of others and what they're doing and telling other people about it, you hate yourself. You do. You need to start to learn to love yourself. We see ourselves in others. We see ourselves in others. So anything someone calls you, it's because they're seeing themselves. And it's because they fucking hate themselves. A lot of people do. But what they do is what society tells them to do, which is put a brave face on it, decide that they're not going through anything at all, and everyone's actually going through it, and they bury it deep down. And then when you're someone like me who had fucking a seriously fucked up mind anyway, doing that shit doesn't work. I did it for years. Like, bear in mind, like, when I was 32, I quit drinking. That was like the start of my life. And it didn't go that well. It went all right for a few years. But then this shit kicked off. And again, it's like starting my life. I'm 40 fucking 6, and I still don't know where I'm going. And please don't say, no, that's all right. It's not all right, okay? Don't you dare ever say that to anyone. That's your perception, like you always tell them it is. That's your perception, and it's fucking wrong. I am allowed to be pissed off with it. It doesn't not matter. It matters a fucking lot, because I say it does, and you're not the one going through it, okay? So yes, it does matter. It's a horribly bewildering feeling in a world that I've never been able to figure out anyway. All my therapy did was fucking prove all the doubts that I've had weren't all in my head, as you fucking lot had been telling me for years. Once I saw the amazing Dr. Bleeperty. I like Dr. Bleeperty. I do like Dr. Bleeperty. Please take a seat. It's good to see you. He's funny. I think he really liked me. I think he found me quite an interesting challenge. I know when I wrote that post, I was seeing him, and I finished it on the Thursday, and I remember riding up to see him going, right, let's get this fucking out of the way, because I'm going to finish writing this now. I'd made a decision, and I was on fire with it. And I ran fucking rings round him. He could not fucking figure me. He lost me completely. I was a big learning curve for him that day, I know. He's not a particularly old man, and I think you've got to study for a very long time to become a clinical psychologist. Like the same as a doctor, like 7 years or whatever. So he might have only been practicing sort of 4 or 5 years. I didn't know his age. But he had not experienced me before. He was floundering. And I was sitting there thinking, you're uncomfortable with this, aren't you? I'm pushing one of your buttons with what I'm talking about. And then he tried to summarise me. And he was like, right, so you're saying the da-da-da-da-da. And I went, no, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying this, if you listen. And he couldn't summarise me. He was frigging miles away. He didn't know what he was dealing with. He really fucking didn't. But then he did learn. I watched him learn how to fucking handle me over the weeks. He's good. He had a very good way of allowing me to talk, but directing the subjects. Very good. He was skillful at that, but I think he learned a lot with me. I really do. Because I was sitting there basically at the time thinking, I'm not being funny, mate. You're the sort of person who's supposed to be able to figure me out, right? I'm handing you everything on a fucking plate and you can't figure me out. And while I'm doing that, I'm sitting there figuring you the fuck out. But then maybe that's why he said, there's nothing I can bring to this room that you haven't heard of already, or that you won't understand or be able to tell me all about. And it was around that time we abandoned the fucking therapy. Not long after that, I think. He abandoned it. He just said, this isn't working for you, I can see it. This isn't for you, this isn't the right therapy for you. And that's when we started talking about personality disorders. And la 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 la, here I fucking am. So it was a good thing that happened. It was just I went into it thinking, right, finally, bury this shit. And I've got a lot to deal with. A few months of this. And I'll be alright. Nope, it just got progressively worse throughout the year. It really did. But anyway, he was alright, Dr. Bleepsy. I'll never see him again. I don't think I'll ever see Dr. Bleepsy again. That's a shame. I'd like to see if he watched these. I did tell him about them. They're fucking public. I don't care if he watches them. I don't care if he watches them. I'm not being horrible to him when I say, please take a seat. I did say that every week. It's just to make me chuckle. Please take a seat. He's a nice man, Dr. Bleepity. Right, I better shut the fuck up because I'm not really saying anything cromulent or upworthy or disseminant. Literally inventing words. Bye.